Let's be real for a second. We've all been sold this idea, this cultural promise, that if you just work hard enough, you're going to make it. So you put in the hours, right? Maybe 60-hour weeks, you're the first one to show up, the last one to leave, you're doing everything you've been told is right. So why does it feel like you're just treading water?
Okay, let's just rip the Band-Aid off with this one because this idea, it can sting. Hard work is absolutely the price of admission. It gets you in the game. But as your only strategy for actually building wealth, it's a terrible one, truly. So the big question is, why are we so obsessed with it? Why do we praise the grind like it's the only thing that matters? Well, here's the thing. Worshipping hard work without understanding the other pieces of the puzzle, that is the absolute fastest way to burn out, stay broke, and just watch other people get ahead with what looks like way less effort. And this whole mindset, it leads you straight into something I call the exhaustion trap. You know that feeling, right? It's like being on a treadmill, running faster and faster, but the scenery never, ever changes. Yeah, it's the hamster wheel of exhaustion. You get praise for how hard you're running, and you might even feel kind of good about how tired you are. But at the end of the day, all you've really done is generate a ton of motion, not forward momentum. Pure effort keeps you busy, for sure, but it doesn't make you wealthy. So think about it like this, and this is so important. Hard work is the wrench. It's a tool. It's essential, you need it, but real wealth isn't built by the person swinging the wrench the hardest. It's built by the person who's reading the blueprint, the one who understands strategy, leverage, and direction. Swinging harder just makes you tired. Building smarter, that's what creates something that lasts. Okay, so that's the trap. But here's the good news. There is a way to escape. It all starts when you finally put down the wrench for a minute and you pick up the blueprint. And that blueprint, it reveals three incredibly powerful levers that are designed to turn your effort into actual wealth. And these are the big three: directional leverage, financial leverage, and intellectual leverage. Honestly, getting a handle on these is the real difference between just working for a paycheck and building something that can sustain you for life. Let's start with the first one, directional leverage. This might be the most underrated of them all. It's a super simple idea. Working your tail off in the wrong direction isn't noble. It's just a really inefficient way to waste your energy. I mean, just look at this comparison. You can be the hardest working, most dedicated ditch digger in the entire world, sweating it out every single day. But you will never, ever move as much dirt as one person sitting comfortably in an excavator. The excavator is the lever. So your first job isn't to dig harder. It's to find a better tool. All right, so once you're pointed in the right direction, it's time for lever number 2, financial leverage. This is where you totally change how you think about money. You have to make the leap from trading your hours for dollars to making your dollars work for you. And this chart says it all, doesn't it? That little bar on the left, time for money, that's active income. That's your job. If you stop working, the money stops coming in. The goal is to use that money to build up the big bar on the right, assets that make money for money. Your hard work should be laser-focused on building that bigger bar. Which brings us to the third, and you could argue the most powerful lever of all, intellectual leverage. This is the magic of creating something once that can pay you over and over again, far outperforming a lifetime of just showing up and doing a task. The entire concept boils down to this beautiful little phrase: create once, get paid forever. Think about it. Writing a book, creating an online course, building a piece of software, designing a system that runs itself. You do the hard creative work one time, and then technology lets you sell it 1,000 or 1,000,000 times over. So let's do this. Let's take that old broken formula of hard work equals wealth and just toss it in the trash. It's time to build the formula that actually works. Let's put these powerful pieces together. First, you have to start with strategic direction. This is your blueprint. It's knowing exactly what you should be working on and why it's valuable in the first place. Without this, you're just spinning your wheels. Then, you multiply that clear direction by leverage. These are your excavators, your assets, your systems, the things that amplify every ounce of effort you put in. And this is where hard work finally comes back into the picture. You multiply all of that by consistent execution. See? Hard work is critical, but it's not the foundation. It's the multiplier. It's the fuel you pour on the fire. And that is how you get to sustainable wealth. Think about it. If your direction is 0 or your leverage is 0, you can execute all day long, but anything multiplied by 0 is still 0. All you'll get is tired. So, what's the very first step you can take? It all starts with a really simple but incredibly powerful shift in your mindset. You have to stop thinking of yourself as a worker and start thinking like a builder. And you can kickstart that shift by asking yourself one question at the end of every single day. Seriously, burn this into your brain. What did I build today that will keep working for me tomorrow? Just asking this can change everything. This means you're constantly looking for leverage. Did you just answer a bunch of emails, or did you create a template to handle them faster next time? Did you just get your paycheck, or did you make sure a piece of it was automatically invested? Did you just solve a one-off problem for a client, or did you document that solution so you could sell it as a guide? I know this can be a lot to take in, so let's make it real for a second. Looking at those 3 levers, direction, financial, and intellectual, be honest with yourself. Which one feels like the biggest missing piece for you right now? Go ahead and drop your answer in the comments. I'd really love to see where everyone's at. And hey, if any of this hit home for you today, if you're tired of that hamster wheel and you're ready to start building some real levers in your life, do me a huge favor and smash that like button. And make sure you're subscribed, because we're breaking down the real-world playbooks for building wealth every single week. So I'll leave you with this one final thought. Hard work makes you a better employee. Leverage makes you an owner. Choose which one you want to be. I'll see you in the comments.